What's up, fam? It's Beau with Beards and Brooks Fly Fishing here again. Today we're tying up a favorite for you Star Wars fans out there, the Darkside nymph. Fun one to tie and a real fishy fly. If you haven't done so yet, help me out with this new channel. Click the subscribe button, like this video, set the reminders, and join us as we do all things fly fishing. But that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and get to tying the Darkside nymph.
You know where I'm at. You know where I'm at.
So we're going to start out with just a little bit of marabou.
You can go ahead and measure that to about a hook's length for the tail and attach that from front to back. Again, you don't need too much, but it's nice to have a tail that moves and is super buggy. I'm going to post the materials I'm using today at the end of the video, so hang on till the end and I'll get you pictures and descriptions of everything I'm using. So once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and cut some D-rib. You can cut a long section if you're going to tie a couple flies. And you're going to go ahead and attach that from front to back. When you do that, it helps if you give your thread a good counterclockwise spin. That will allow the thread to jump backwards and really help you get that attached well. Throw a couple half hitches in there and put your bobbin in the bobbin cradle. And you're going to go ahead and wrap that D-rib until it's all the way to the front, and that just gives your fly a great segmented look. That black thread kind of shows through a little bit. I think it's just an awesome aspect to this fly. Go ahead and attach it on both sides of the rib there. And when you're confident it's nice and secure, you can go ahead and give it a snip. Make sure it's nice and close to the bead. You don't need any excess there. And then you're going to create a little bit of a landing spot with your thread for the next steps. I'm going to give that a little bit more of a trim. And then you're going to get some of that pearlescent wing material, because that's going to be our next attachment. This fly, besides just the red and black theme, I think it could be a stonefly imitation. Could be something when you're just trying to get the fish's attention with an attractor pattern. And you can't go wrong with red. Trout seem to love red. And that pearlescent wing just really gives it an extra bit of flash. Sometimes that's all the difference. When you attach that, you want to make sure the shiniest side is down, so that way when you fold it back over here in a second, it will be up. So once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and grab some dubbing. It's really your choice on what dubbing you prefer to work with the most. I really like this rusty brown rabbit dub here. It's got a good combination of colors, some reds and browns and blacks that really make this fly unique. I think the more monochromatic or the more variety you have in kind of the different shades in your dubbing, the better. So once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and get yourself a nice feather from your hen cape. You want the feathers to reach far enough back that they're just to about where the tail starts, but not so far back that they are getting in the way of your hook gap or anything like that. So you're going to go ahead and attach that, and all you need is like a spin or two, maybe wrap or two. You don't want it to be super thick. Again, this is just kind of gives your fly some more bugginess, maybe makes the fly have some more movement, or maybe looks like legs for the trout to come over and chomp on. So you're going to want to make sure you get all those pulled backwards. And then you're going to try to split them on each side, so that way there's equal on each side, and then you can pull that wing material, the pearlescent, for your wing case, and attach that up at the front. Trim that off. You don't have to be super close with that because we're going to end up putting some UV resin here in a second. So go ahead and give it a couple whip finishes, get that thread nice and secured, and cut that off. And the UV that you choose is really up to you. I'm using a thicker mixture here so it sets up on top nicely and doesn't run down into those nice buggy looking hen hackles. So you're going to go ahead and get a nice drop on top there, kind of wing case looking. Hit it with the UV light, and if you're not too happy with the shape, you can always add a little bit more, which I'm going to do here. Give it just a little bit more body, and you can always use your bodkin to spread that UV cure out. That's what's so nice about UV. You can move it around, get it to work for you before you get it in that perfect spot, and you can then hit it with your light, and it'll stay exactly where you want it to be. So there you go. That is the Darkside nymph, that red and black, awesome Sith Lord look, and it catches trout. Thanks for hanging out. Let's go ahead and check out the materials we used today. We started off with a UTC 70 denier in black for our thread, and a size 14 jig hook, along with a red 3.0 millimeter bead, and some red pearlescent wing material with our red D-rib and nymph size, along with a rabbit dub in rusty brown, and our hen hackle in black with our marabou in black as well. And we finished it off with some UV cure resin.
Alright guys, thanks for hanging out today. Again, like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you on the water.